I'm gonna hop over into, let's do this view. So this is my slicer. So let's check out my slicer, and I'm gonna show you exactly what happened in like real time through the simulator in Cura. So let's check this out. So the first thing I would do is drop in this part. Let me find it real quick. Is this it? No, that's not it. We could use that one, but that's not the one I'm looking for. Here we go. That one right there. So that is the print I was trying to print. So I'm going to set it up just like I did before. We're going to make 2 of them. And I kind of just set them down both like this, right next to each other. And we'll put this at 0. Just to make it look just like the other one did. So let me turn off some settings right here. Don't get distracted by this. This is just the massive hundreds and hundreds of settings that you might see. And I'm going to turn this off so that I can show you what happened with the first print. I'm going to turn off my adhesion settings so that you can see what happened with the first print. So this is a reenactment of the actual print. There were 100 layers. If you see right here, you can see me like going down and down and down, up and down with these layers. So if I zoom in here, you can see each layer on this print. And you can see the very first layer is very, not a lot of material touching the print, or touching this grid, which is the glass plate on my printer. So if you're not familiar with a 3D printer, especially a fixed deposit, material, whatever it's called, FDM is the type of printer. I think it's called fixed deposition or fixed deposit. Something is what the acronym stands for. But here you can see this print. There's not a lot of material stuck on the bottom, so it started sliding around. If you want to take a look back, if it's not too on our print, and it's actually called adhesion. If you can read this right here, we probably can't read it on Twitch too easy, but you can set the adhesion features to help your print stick to the glass a little better. So I picked this brim, which prints a brim around the edge of the print, and I'm going to show you what the brim looks like in real life, and I'm going to show you what the brim looks like on the screen first. So I printed this brim. So now watch what happens here at the bottom. So now there's this new color of filament. These lines here are blue, and that prints a wider brim around the actual object. So you can see there's more material touching the glass. And I set the brim width to 3 millimeters. So the space right here is 3 millimeters, and that's like 8 little lines of filament that oozed out. And but the ultimate goal is to have that stick and to have that like attached to the glass bed. So if we go to my let's go back to this view here, and let's ditch. Oh no, let's bring out Chrome here. We're gonna bring out Chrome now, and we're gonna take a peek at Chrome. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we will work with my browser so I can share some pictures. So check it out. So this is a close-up view of this print, and I'm probably going to stick with this for a little bit because there's a lot to talk about here. The first thing that I struggle with is you can see this print didn't stick to the bottom of to the glass bed, even with that brim on it. So there were the corners that peeled up like a potato chip, and that's called there's a name for that in 3D printing. There's like something they actually call it, but you can see that is my actual print right here, and that is the one on my desk right now that didn't work out so well, and it curls up on the sides. And for my specific printer, this happens frequently because of airflow around the printer. So let me turn this off now, and let's look back around at this printer. So if I zoom back out, this looks like a box. And if you look at this, you can see a box here. But what happens is it's not really a box. It's just like an imaginary size of my printer. So it's not real. Like I didn't grab any pictures of my printer, and I probably should have. But I actually put up a barrier because my printer is in a room right next to the air vent, so there's air moving around it. And what happens with this print right here, if we go back to Chrome, if we check this out again on the stream, and you take a peek at this, that like curling up like a potato chip isn't like well, potato chips curl up because they're in the oven, but this it gets heated up to like 240-ish degrees Celsius, and then it cools off. And with the air blowing on it as much as it was, it was expanding and contracting just like ice. If when you put ice in or when you put water in an ice cube tray, and you put it in the fridge, and you go back and check when it's ice, it's more ice than there was water there, and that's expansion and contraction. Every material, every chemical does that, and it's in some like rate. Water is noticeable, and this expanded and contracted, and when it contracted, it pulled up and away from the bottom of the